What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here, and we are going to go into a snapshot of FC26. It is about that time. It is getting closer and closer. Before you know it, we'll have the closed beta, which will give us plenty of more information. You know, there can't be too much said, but there's always enough said for us to kind of get a good little idea, especially just the reaction. Is it good or bad? We don't need to get the nitty-gritty. You'll just hear, oh my goodness, it's a great game, or wow, this is terrible. Or you'll hear those kiss-ups to EA Sports, and you'll know that they're kissing up with kind of when they're beating around the bush. So we'll get a good snapshot, even if we don't get the nitty-gritty details. Still hoping to get an invite. I actually got an extended playtest invite, but it was for the Switch 2. Unfortunately, that doesn't really help me any. With that being said, though, there's plenty of leaks already, and don't forget that tomorrow we have the deep dive into the player career and the career mode. I can't wait for that. We already have something new in the form of the, what do you call it? Competitive mode, and then the realistic mode, I think it's called, or some, whatever that mode's called. It's competitive, and then authentic mode. We have authentic mode, so that is going to be awesome. But this snapshot comes from a very reliable source. I'm about to show you that right now. Once we get in here, okay, boom, and boom. Now, if you don't follow me on X or all my social media, make sure you do so. Here's a little guide right here. I'm on YouTube, OGamester Discord, OGamester You know, my PSN tag is OGamester On X, right here you see OGamester TikTok, I believe I did change that as well to OGamester Let me check real quick. This is where my highlights go. I haven't been staying up with this as much as I used to. But yes, that's OGamester as well. And then, of course, you have Twitch is OGamester and Kick is just OGamester. Can't add the FC because there's something wrong with their setup where you know I can't change it. So for the most part, OGamester except for Kicks, OGamester. All your support is much appreciated across the board, because what happens is, even if you only watch on YouTube, if you show your support elsewhere, it helps get me going in the algorithm, and then some other people that would be great members of our community, of our team, will be able to discover us, just like you. Yes, you discovered us. So make sure, if you have the time, you go and support me across the board. Everything you need to support me on, if you can, is right here for you. Now, with that being said, when you are in FC, you need a couple things. You see up here in my favorites tab, you need to make sure you have the companion app. Okay? Once you get the companion app, you also need to make sure you have the footbin, right? Footbin is something that you can use on your phone, but if you have a laptop, you can use it here too. And it actually goes a little more in depth, right? This is where you can build your squads out, see all the new SBCs, just all the new players, right, and their costs. So if I go to this Dembele, and I'm curious, he's 1.5 million on PlayStation, and he's totally off the market on PC, right? And then it's PlayStation, Xbox market, and then the PC market separate. So just good tools to have, basically, right? But social media is where you're going to be able to find. I already have one opened. No, I don't. So we'll go ahead and open that. Social media is where you're going to be able to find all the juicy information with regards to leaks and things of that nature. And it's super important to know. Let's say you have a player that's going to completely crash. Back in the day, you wouldn't have known, right, who was coming out. You would have to be right there, ready to look at the promo as it drops and hurry up and sell the player. Now, you'll be able to know in advance. You just need to make sure you know who to follow. And it's only two different websites, two different creators, whatever you want to call it. First one is Foot Sheriff, right? That's the one I've been following the most, and it's reliable. Make sure you don't just follow just any of these, because not all of them are reliable. You can get a good amount of leaks here. You see, for instance, this drop of Trap came today, and Foot Sheriff had it on here. Now, obviously, I'm Central Standard Time, so for me, this is 12 noon. For whatever time zone he's in. It's 6 p.m. content. He has a trap SBC. Who do you want to see in this transfers SBC, right? We had all these different players transfer. He's saying, who do you want to see? So that's nothing confirmed, but a lot of times it's confirmed. New pro clubs, FC26, right? So you have like new different live events, things like that. Let's hear this real quick.
Regularly in the form of rush tournaments. Some tournaments offer live events are coming to clubs in FC26, delivering brand new ways to compete, complete objectives, and earn rewards all year long. New live events will pop up regularly in the form of rush tournaments. Some tournaments offer serious competition and unique vanity rewards to commemorate your performances each season. Others are all about keeping clubs fun and fresh, with tournaments built around brand new house
like the
rules,
change. You can already kind of see the change, guys.
Tournaments can also have unique entry
rules.
requirements, like your rush rank, specific archetype, or even winning a previous tournament, dialing up the difficulty or testing your ability to adapt. In addition to tournaments, we're introducing the ability to join multiple clubs to give you even more opportunities to play this year with one selected favorite club that'll earn you seasonal rewards. Look out for more clubs updates on our social channels,
Very
like
cool,
archetypes
guys.
or via goalkeeper mode.
You see that sweeper, keeper, progressor. You see there's different archetypes in the player career and stuff. Now, for me, for OGFC, I plan on starting a career mode just because I like diving in. But we'll have to see if enough stuff's added to player career and people want to see it. That's the cool thing about FC. There's always exciting, there's always the chance for these modes to take off, right? For the past several years, there hasn't been much. They've been pretty much dead. They're all but just, we have to put some new stuff in here. Hey, you can do a new hair color, right? I mean, that's being sarcastic, but basically, now, like I said, with them turning to more a player-base oriented approach to the changes they made, I believe this career mode and player career is going to be the best in years. Let me show you the exact time. I think it might have it on here. So all you have to do if you want to be ready for these deep dives, we already had the gameplay deep dive. You simply go to YouTube, EA Sports FC, right? You make sure you click on here. Oh, there it is. So it's not out yet, I don't think. Upcoming. So here you go. You click on it. And it have a countdown? Premieres in 20 hours. August 1st, 10:57. So 20 hours from right now, wherever you're at. And you can go start the chat if you want. Start talking about what you want to see, whatever. But 20 hours from now, we'll get that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. But they're having all these shorts in here. So now you can be the keeper, too. I don't know if you saw that.
FC26 today.
There you go. There's the pre-order screen. So that's Footshare. So plenty good if you just want to cover him. But I like Foot Police as well. He has a separate Foot Police. I'll show you. Foot Police coins. And if you're somebody that purchases coins, hopefully not because it's against the rules. But if for some reason you were somebody, you could go into here and there's a lot of reviews on the different coin sites to make sure you don't get ripped off for buying and selling coins. Not that you would ever do it, but just letting you know he has something like that too. But the main one that I like, I subscribe to both just because I like supporting everybody. I want to make sure I follow Vergang too. I am. Okay, good. So the main one that I like to support on top of Foot Sheriff is Foot Police Leaks. Now, if you just check this daily, just one time, morning, night, whenever, then you won't have to worry about missing anything. You'll be able to see, and again, like, it could help you sell players. It could help you not purchase a certain player you're coming after because there's a better option coming out that you might want instead, or another SBC that you would rather do than one you were about to complete. Like, make sure you add this to your routine. You're looking into Foot Sheriff or Foot Police, and if you're part of my Discord community, this will be part of our updates when we're updating the different modes, when we're doing our daily objectives, our weekly objectives. The players to watch, the players that you need to sell, the cash or crash part, sell before they crash, or buy or invest in players because you're going to be able to cash out. A lot of those leaks that we provide early, if not all of them, are going to come from Foot Police or Foot Sheriff. They've proven to be very reliable. But what we are doing today is going into a snapshot of FC26. With all the leaks we've gotten so far, we will be able to take a good look at what to expect, right? I'm talking throughout the modes, mainly Ultimate Team though. I'm talking offensively, defensively, just to feel the game in general. Just so you can get a mental picture of where we're going. And I'm pretty excited. There's some awesome stuff in here. So shout out to Foot Sheriff, shout out to Foot Police. And let's go ahead and get to scrolling down. So he's doing a giveaway. You guys should really check that out. Maybe you could get a free copy of FC26. A new Max 96. Okay, so that's not. I'm going to skip over everything that's not, FC26. So that's nothing there. Pushkas coming as an objective. Ronaldo, okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Official FC26 beta ratings for Messi and Ronaldo. This is beta ratings, so these could change, right? Did EA get them right? Also, Mbappe has a 90 rating during the beta, so we have a big chance no players will get 91. Now, remember, this could all be part of the slower power curve, right? The slower raise in power / slower, or less, I should say, promos, which is absolutely needed, right? There's good and bad to having a ton of promos, but one, it should help those people who are feeling overwhelmed all the time, or those people who had FOMO because they felt like they're always missing players. And but at the end of the day, the main reason it's going to be better is because when you get your team and you take time to build your team and you earn these awesome players, you want to have time to use them. Whenever there are these new promos all the time, it's almost like the minute you get a player you're excited about, within days it feels like that player's already behind the power curve. So it will be really good for that too. So 87-85, Messi in front of Ronaldo by 2. That's very interesting. Remember that the beta is not the final version of the game. These are not the final ratings. So we'll see. These are the official card designs. Let me know if you like these. Let me know kind of what you think about FC26 based on this snapshot at the end of this too. I'm interested to see. But either way, either of these two are going to be viable, right? We're going to get, like this year we had the flashback Ronaldo card. Messi still with like Tots cards and stuff like that is viable. Ronaldo's Tots is still viable. So we're going to have to, it's basically going to be that. The days of the Messi usable and Ronaldo usable regular cards is gone. They're going to get special cards all the way until they're icons. I imagine it will be similar to Ibrahimovic. It will be very quickly. If not, they'll make an exception. Like the minute they retire, it's going to be announced that they're going to be an icon. Like they could make an exception for these two. And without a doubt, they're tied together for the rest of eternity when it comes to this type of stuff. Right? There's no way they're going to release a Messi but not a Ronaldo, or vice versa. So looking forward to that when they both retire and we get their icons. But it's awesome seeing them play still and just realizing wow, what careers did they have? Like unbelievable. We may never in our lifetime again see two players like this in the same generation, same era, that sparked such a debate. So anyway, enough with that. Those are the official ratings of Messi and Ronaldo. Sad to see in a way, right? Going from what they were, but also it's still cool. We're still hanging on, right? It was similar to the end of Ibrahimovic. You still got those special cards and you still got to use them in these games. So for that, we're grateful, because pretty soon they're going to take a hiatus, hopefully not a long one, like similar to Ibrahimovic, like I said, and then they'll be back as icons after they do retire. FC beta date, 4th of August. Codes will start to be sent in batches, so you'll get an email. Make sure you go to your EASports.com account, all right, whatever account you have tied to EA Sports. Within it, you go to settings and then preferences, I think it is. But you go to where your email preferences are and you make sure you click every game under the sun for EA Sports FC. I'm talking if they have FIFA, I forgot how many, there's a ton, but from FIFA 2000 all the way up to the new EAFC Empires that they're coming out with, right? The open world thing. Just click everything associated with FC. right? And then make sure you click yes, email me anytime, or whatever the box is. You'll see. Just make sure you allow them to send all emails possible, and that you like or click on everything for every FC game. And that's all you got to do, really. Okay. Then if you get a code, it will come on the 4th, or beta access starts by the 8th. You'll get it probably by the 7th, to be honest. And then you would put that code in, and boom, you got beta. You got the beta. Now, it's not always Ultimate Team. Some people get kickoff. Some people get career mode. Some people, they want to test everything. So if you get lucky, you'll get Ultimate Team. If you get lucky, you'll get one, period, and just get to feel out the game. But if you get really lucky, you'll get the Ultimate Team beta. However, just know, once you get the beta, that's not all you have to be excited for. You have to make sure you get the Ultimate Team part. That's clearly the most sought after, code. Don't think about changing codes around or buying a code. I've seen people try to do that. Like, the code is tied to the account, tied to the machine or whatever. You're not going to be able to use it. So don't even think about that. And then you get it from the 8th of August to the 26th, so 20. So what's that? 18 days. So a little over 2 weeks. Not bad. Not bad. I can't remember how long the other ones were. Probably around that time. Are you excited for the beta? Of course we are. How to get FC20. Okay, I just went over this. How to get the closed beta. You just do exactly what I was talking about, right? He also talks about something down here, though. Since I already went into all of it, there's the exact steps. EA.com, sign in, account settings, communication preferences. I said account settings preferences. Then you click on everything EAFC, let them know to email you, and then you put your preferred platform, and then that's it. He does put something right here instead of just wasting time reading it. I'll tell you, like, if you are a top-level player and you qualified for the FC Pro events similar to me, you do get a chance to get it, and you'll automatically get Ultimate Team. That's not guaranteed, but in the past, that's how they've done it. Okay, so that's this year. We already talked about how to get closed beta. So this is pretty cool, okay? I wanted to show you guys this because I didn't even connect it, okay? How was your first experience with the daily tournaments? This right here, if you've been playing the objectives for Doumbia. So I did one on stream yesterday. It's the 4 games. That's how many you get, and I won all 4. So obviously, this year it's just set up in objectives, but next year that would have been a tournament. So boom, I would have won the tournament championship. I went 4-0. There's another one today that I'm about to play after I'm done with this, right? So I think the concept is a W overall. You get rewards just for playing. You get rewards for winning. What would you change in these tournaments? Obviously, I think, like I said, they don't have tournaments in here yet, so they tested it out like this, putting it in Foot's Daily Cup, and then they put it in friendlies, but it would actually have its own tournaments thing, and then you would be able to hopefully keep more of your, like, record, right? So similar to how if you play PlayStation tournaments, it keeps track of how many wins you have, how many gold or silver medals, and so on and so forth. I want them to get better with that. The stats they keep are terrible. I've already went into this, but not just for these keeping your record and goals scored and goals against and stuff for the tournaments, but also for your players. So you have an all-time over the season like scoring list. So even when you get rid of, say, Wayne Rooney, he's got 500 goals for you. That Wayne Rooney will stay. And then you can have a current team, stats list, and then an all-time scoring list. So you can see who your top scorers, your top performers from the whole entire year. I think that would be cool to keep track of. Same with these tournaments. I think it would be cool to actually keep track of how many you won, because obviously with this objectives, once it goes away, right, whether you won 2, 3, 4, you've been playing them since the Cup 1 and won every one, the minute they're done, they go away. The only trace of it is just, little added numbers on your wins and losses and stuff. So I think it's very cool. Obviously, I would say, like, add certain restrictions similar to the friendly cups, but I already know they're going to do that, right? It could be something like you have to do a full, Premier League team. You have to do half Premier League, half La Liga, because it's, it's in celebration of a big Barcelona versus, game, right? And so, like, they tie these tournaments into events, if you will, right? Or if the events are going to be kind of what I'm talking about that are tied to, like, real-life stuff, then obviously you'd have to find other things with tournaments. But overall, it's a W. It's another competitive way to play for rewards. So pretty cool. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you go on and you get rewarded for those wins. So you got to love it, right? But yeah, I did not, I'm going to be honest, I did not connect this, just because it's such a different look than the old school tournaments page. I did not connect these daily cups, 4-game daily cups, to what will be tournaments next year, right? Old squad screens before the match are back in FC26. So, everybody misses this, right? Before the game, these screens pop up. Remember, they've been doing that whole, you go before the game, and I'm sure this will be removed, I'm not positive, but you go before the game, and your opponent's lineup like comes in player by player, goalie, then defense, and a lot of times it will just get passed up, or the team won't show up. Like, it will like glitch out, and you won't see who you're playing. So I love the idea of this, right? I love the idea of this before the screen being able to see these, right? It's just little details, man. That's what I mean. Like, you got to read between the lines, and when EA Sports starts fixing those little details that the players have been asking for, you know they're finally listening. So, be honest, what rating okay, so I was going to say that's not what the other ratings were, but we saw it's like 87 and 85 or whatever. Basically not usable, maybe at the very beginning. But like I said earlier, Messi and Ronaldo are to the point where unless they get special cards, which you know they will, they're not going to be viable. These are nothing more, nothing less than fodder now, unfortunately. Right? I mean, 79 pace, 77 pace, who would ever thought? I mean, I almost was thinking that they were going to be young for the rest of their life. That's what it was seeming like. Like, of course, Father Time waits for no man or no men, and that includes the GOATs. Alright, this is one of the best parts of the snapshot. Pay attention to this. All FC25 glitches are nerfed to the ground in FC26. All of them. Remember what I was telling you when I was going off on those rats and I was playing them, and I'm like, they can get the win now, but nothing they're doing is going to help them next year. Everything these idiots are doing, and I meant it, everything is going to just disappear. Poof. Now they suck at the game even more. Because they sucked before, but they would use this nonsense to win or compete. And it's like, what's the point, dude? You're still not going anywhere, and now you're just making yourself worse for the future. And unfortunately for them, EA Sports more than ever, like I said, built this game for the player base. So they listened very closely to what these losers have been doing. The L1 speed boost is gone, right? No more L1 speed boost. Step over acceleration, which there's an explosive step over, and it kind of looked like it had a bit of the step over acceleration similar to the L1 speed boost, but I guess it's no longer going to be OP like it was, right? I heard that even though it's simple, they have that simple right stick flick to do moves, which I thought that's a little too much like Smart Assist, even though in none of the other areas do they have anything like this. But even though there's always been skill spammers, I've said this before, I'll say it again, the skill spammers still had to take the time to learn all the skill moves. Now, just flicking the right stick, you know that you're going to get players spamming them all the time, trying to be something they're not. But the fact that there's increased error, right, with better left stick dribbling, better responsiveness, right, better passing, better everything, it's only right to make the moves more realistic. So no spamming moves, essentially. You could try, but you're most likely going to fail. First time through balls from bad angles, those are gone too. The first time through ball has been apparently glitched into the ground too, where you would just play any pass first time through it and it would get through no matter what. It was like a ratty thing to use. Apparently that's nerfed, and this is part of that. Like, you play a through ball from a bad angle, and essentially you're not aiming for anybody or anything. You're just going through the motions, and then essentially, aiming. But there's no real purpose, right? Behind a lot of the passes, including these through balls. So those are gone. There's going to be way more error with moves. There's going to be way more error if you try to just errantly pass the ball, rightfully so. And then Trivela, right? Even with the playstyles, they're nerfed. So it's not just going to be, okay, you have to have the game changer. That's the playstyle you have to have. And then Trivelas are going to be overpowered again. No. Trivelas are not going to be as powerful as they were. Especially, guys, that 30-yard glitch shot. Everyone was taking it from an angle. Some players weren't even green timing, but a lot of them were doing the green time glitch that I told everyone about. whether they had a controller, an augmented controller, if you will, or they were just losers and just practiced that one thing to try to bang it in every time, right? I scored one by accident with Lampard yesterday in a game I was dominating. It's just no skill. It's just no skill. You just shoot from a certain area and just time your shot to green time, and you do that, nothing but that, and you can end up dominating by doing nothing. So, hopefully that changes with these nerf Trivellas. Let's see here. Can't wait to see glitch abusers in the first weeks of the game. Yeah, it's going to be hilarious. It is going to be hilarious. Yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing, right, with these rats. Like I just said, they could win games. Not only can people win games by just, they weren't even playing football really, right? No good movement, no anything like that. It was every broken thing. Oh, I can just spam, through balls. First time through balls every time. I'll just spam the speed boost and dribble, and even if the defender does good to stop me, it will probably bounce back to me, right? I'm just going to do a step over and get that speed boost every time. Or the first time, like I just said, spamming the first time through balls over and over. Even if it's a bad pass, it's probably going to bounce off and come back to me anyway. All these things are going to be gone. That 30-yard Travella, gone. Even any other glitch shot, even a regular finesse shot, if they got an angle that was scoring a lot. No more green timing. You're going to have to precision shoot, so you have to learn that. And we know rats didn't like that. And without green time finishing, right, goalkeepers are going to be better to react to those types of things. So every one of those low skill players that laughed, or people were like, dang, man, what are you talking about? Like, thinking I was talking out of my you-know-what. Now what's up? To each one of you rats, I cannot wait to play. You better get to practicing. Okay, now this is how we're going to end this, and this is very, 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 very important. For all of you who are on the fence or who are saying stuff like, everybody does this every year, man. Everybody will say, oh, FC's going to be awesome, dude, way better. No, dude. Everybody saw what was coming. So watch this difference, okay? This right here is Foot Police's summary of FC25. We're just going to glance over it. Then we're going to look at his honest-to-God FC26 review. Okay, here's FC25. Okay, I'm competing... All right, wait. Here it is. Okay, FC25 honest review based on the latest testing. The good: rush mode, duplicate storage, evolution system. Example. Okay, we know that. Contracts removed. Remember the contracts, guys. Oh man, I'm running out of games. I gotta go buy games to play. Goalkeeper movement nerfed. They still need to do that better. Before it was outrageous how much you can move the keeper, but it's still nonsense. Hopefully with them removing the crap that was making shooting delayed or unresponsive, hopefully that won't hurt as bad. But there were so many games where I literally was so delayed, my player all but pointed right where he was going to shoot, to where the goalkeeper could eat a sandwich and still move over and save my shots. So the player getting burned essentially gets rewarded with how the goalkeepers are, and that's nonsense. Like, you're getting burned, you need to be punished for it, right? Just because you can move left and right with your right stick doesn't mean you should be able to save yourself after you can't do one of the most important things in football. So, and that this is 25, so clearly they need to nerf it more. It didn't work. FCIQ, this is where they're like, the FCIQ plus the FC brain plus the FC third leg is going to make FC25 the best. This trifecta is going to come together to give this artificial intelligence level FC beautiful hypothesis. That's what I mean. It was all these big words, and like they would show the logos for each of these things. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it was a whole bunch of bullshit, and all of us could see it. The bad gameplay. What I'm about to share is my personal experience, blah, blah. As a rank 1 player, I can tell you that passing has been severely nerfed. Everything feels slower, okay? AI defending is much stronger. They had to nerf that out. Finishing is inconsistent. It's almost impossible to break down a decent player's defense. Step over skyrocket boost. Okay? So it gives players an unrealistic advantage in beating defenders. That stupid boost and then the L1 boost. Look, first time L1 triangle, right? isolating CBO striker and then executing broken skill moves, including the speed burst. A new stop and go skill move with a speed boost. So that's the L1 speed boost. To succeed, you need to master these broken mechanics. What does that sound like? It sounds like UFL. A little bit of eFootball, even though eFootball is more just like AI do everything. Not as much broken stuff like UFL. But we all knew this game, FC25, was going to suck. Hence why I left in December. It came out in September. Okay, I competed in October, November. The only reason I stuck around was for the Pro Ladder, the Pro Cups. And I got to, what is it, September, October, November, just to the last Pro Cup, right in the middle of it, and said, dude, this ain't even worth it. Okay? It ain't even worth it. So then I went and then participated right away in UFL, and that's where this channel started from. And the rest is history. Now, you know since then, eFootball went down a terrible path. UFL went down a terrible path. So this year became a year of me dabbling and really not dabbling, deep diving in every game. I was fortunate enough to get to the higher levels too, so I have a good insight on every one, and it truly made you grateful for what we have at FC, but none of it was going to matter if first and foremost the gameplay wasn't fixed, or at least, you've seen how they addressed it. And then secondly, the game was actually fixed and made to be more football-like instead of all this bull crap that essentially made it a rap fest, right? They started going essentially a direction with FC25 of where like UFL ended up going. It didn't start that way. It ended up going there. Same with eFootball. PES historically is a skill game. It ended up going the route of, hey, AI will do everything for you. And it's all because of these low-skill nonsense players. But finally, FC players spoke up, and here's what we got. This is the FC26 review now. And I'm glad he pointed that out. Okay? Because, son of a gun, here it is. I'm glad he pointed this out because otherwise people might be like, oh, how much should they pay you? Or, oh, everyone says this every year. No. So we're going to read this in detail. What I said about FC25 gameplay last year when I tested it for the first time. So he showed us that. Last year I said the gameplay was terrible, and it was. So when I say FC26 has good dribbling, good passing, manual tackling, no AIBS, and manual interception, okay? In manual interception, I'm not glazing EA, it's just the truth. And forget about the offline versus online debate. I'm comparing FC26 to FC25 under the same conditions, offline. And the game is way better, all right? Is it perfect? No. I still think the players you don't control move like they're playing a friendly match, so there's not enough heart in the movement. Not a competitive one. You get that same feeling from this hypermotion realism thing, right? The hypermotion nonsense, one of the three things they said was amazing. And FC25 noticed they didn't talk about it at all this year. That's why the game gets boring. There's not enough variety in movement, and you keep seeing the same scenarios over and over and over. And that really is with every football game, let's be honest. In UFL, you're either going to go inline and then do the L1 sprint, L1R2 sprint across and finesse it in, or you're going to get Mbappe, cut left and right, back and forth until you can get a finesse shot, or during the crossing times, you're just going to cross every time. And then in eFootball, you play a pencil dick formation, right? No width, just right down the middle. You run into your opponents, try to win the ball, spam a through ball, and then bury it, right? With both UFL and eFootball, you just have to hope you bury it because there's no dynamic shooting, right? So, when you look at something like this right here, there's not enough variety movement. That's just been a thing in FC, and that's why I always tell players, work on your manual movement. You have to. Work on player lock. You have to. It doesn't matter if you're like, I'm not a fan of it. Work on clicking in those buttons and switching to your players and moving them yourself on top of L1 and R1 and manipulating the runs. But you got to get good at all of it, right? Because there's just many times where the movement from the players, which is much better, it's just still not good enough to be like, to say, man, this is good. You get what I'm saying? So EA, bring back the code from FIFA 15 where you had organized, free roam, custom tactic for build up, and last third of the pitch, right? You guys remember free roam? Essentially, it gave your player the option of essentially not having a player role or player role plus plus. I guess you could say if they have a free roam plus plus, they'll transition to more positions, in a free roam plus would just be, okay, they're playing cam, they're going to venture a little left, a little right, whereas free roam plus plus, they'll go any and everywhere on the pitch where they're needed, and they'll sense that, right? We'll have to see. But that's the beautiful thing of it, right? That's the beautiful thing of the ability for EA Sports to fix these things. And instead of in the past where we had to always like say, are they even going to fix, some of these things as we go, as they improve, or are they just going to give us... Now they know what will happen. They know players will be gone. So I almost guarantee you, like I said, if I was a betting man, I would bet that they have a whole team or way more people dedicated to answering these things, to staying up to date with where players are, how they feel, so they can share the fact that they're now for their players. So I almost guarantee we're going to get responses pretty quickly, right? Like if there needs to be a hot fix, there needs to be a hot fix. So, we don't have free roam, obviously, but if the mutant movement's really as bad as Foot Police is saying, right, maybe they add, free roam, or at least they start buffing up the AI movement as they keep working on it, okay? They're going to be ready to listen to us, so it's up to us to really speak up from this beta and on forward, too. All right. You can keep your roles, exactly. Check it out. It's saying, organize your team will play according to your roles. Free roam, your team will play like in past games, right? So everyone doesn't like that. The roles, the play styles, it's all restrictive. I've said this in eFootball too, right? They do this so you keep buying the new player cards and all that. It's why like some of the cards like Mbappe's, I think it's his team of the... What is it? Team of the year... I think it's low cost, and the team of the season, the rest are high cost because he doesn't have the low driven play style plus, or he doesn't have like solid. Certain cards are worth more because one doesn't have like inside forward plus or whatever it is. It's nonsense because in real life these players can like Mbappe. Would he have a low driven plus? Yes, clearly you get any type of finishing Mbappe does well. Mbappe sometimes can play like a advanced striker, but sometimes a poacher as well. Sometimes even a false nine. Sometimes a prolific winger, but other times what's the other one? eFootball and FC have all the shadow strikers, the deep line playmaker. Sometimes you're a deep line playmaker and you're a defensive ball winning CDM. Like sometimes you're a build up center back. Otherwise you're a defensive center back, or in eFootball it'd be a destroyer, and other times you're a build up. All of this stuff is restrictive, right? And then when you get to the roles, it's the same thing. Like I said earlier, you could be a target man, a poacher, a false nine, all of it in once. And it just should be your team is either organized, right? And then you get their player IDs to react how their player IDs are like built to react. Some players are better, for instance, a wingback. Theo Hernandez, he can play defensive wingback for sure. But if you attack with him, or like if you put on there like freedom, like organized defense, he would just stay back. But if you put free roam on there, and then you have a good attacking wingback like Theo, he's going to be making those runs up and down because that's what you have set. Or maybe you can do it for individual players. Like Theo, I want only stay in defensive, which means for him, I have that set up. But then I want my cam free roaming. I trust my entire attack to free roam, and even my deep line playmaker, or maybe even my right back. Like the free roam part would essentially be, okay, within our play style, okay, right? Because we're acting like there's no player roles, but with our play style, whether it's possession, counter, whatever, these player IDs are going to react. We're in a 4-2-3-1 narrow, okay? We're going with a free roam on X amount of players, organized on like my center backs and a couple other. And they're going to use their player IDs. I got these players on purpose for that because their player IDs are going to match how I want to play out of this 4-2-3-1. So it adds like a tactical presence there, but it doesn't restrict the players on the pitch. So if EA got to work on this, they would just have to translate how to build every player's player ID and kind of collectively combine all these play styles into what's pertinent to each player and then create their own player ID, right? So then R9, it's not going to be, oh, I got to choose Shadow Striker, or what should I choose? Oh, it's going to be you just get R9. And then your tactical setup is made and he fits into that, right? So hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully as we move forward, we get rid of more, a lot more of this restrictive nonsense, right? EA developer about scripting. Scripting doesn't exist. We get asked every year, but there's no benefits for us to include it. We want the best players to win. I don't think there's scripting in FIFA. Somebody said it to me the other day when I was talking about how much better it is than UFL, because this dude was a UFL complete rat. He kept playing the broken through ball that locks your defense up and the player can just run on through, right? And then immediately after I went into FC and showed, like, look at the difference, guys. And he was like, oh, you mean it's all scripting? No. eFootball has that, and they call it balancing or whatever it's called. It's nonsense, right? You'll be up 4-0. The opponent will know what's coming, so we'll throw like 6 players across the front line, and then you just can't do anything. You're nerfed into the ground. They're buffed up, and it's super annoying. It's super annoying. So, but it's not scripting, though. It's not scripting. Why is that important? There's a lot of players that won't play FC because of this. They feel like they're scripting. I think what it could be, I think some of it is like when players throw caution to the wind with how they play, with their setup, right? They go to like what I do. You guys have seen when there's bad connection or my opponent's like all aggressive and I can't get the ball moving at all. I'll move to 91 depth, aggressive, and sometimes that will change games onto their heads, right? Because it's just the bottom line. What is this right here? Hold on, guys. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. So yeah, so I think it's just the players. I think when you feel scripting in FC, it's more like the player throwing cautious to win, going all out attack, and players getting tired and things like that. I don't know. Sometimes it does seem suspect, but I don't think FC would risk that right now to come out as liars for something like this. But that's me, right? So overall, here's my snapshot like I have in my head. I want you guys, again, leave in the comment section all this stuff you've heard. What do you like, not like? But my snapshot is this. A much quicker game, right? Much snappier passes, like which we got a little preview into. But same with goals, same with defending. Everything is snappier. They essentially like cut out all the fat, if you will. So when you're going up against a defender, your movement's going to be much sharper, but so is the attacker's movement. When they're going to play passes and work interchanges and stuff, the passing is going to go off so much quicker, right? It doesn't mean it's arcade mode where the ball's going to be flying way faster, but just the amount of time it takes to make that decision and get off the player's foot, that's the part that's going to be sped up. Like their what do you call it, power up time for shots and passes wasn't even bad because, again, I spent this year playing other games, exploring everywhere, and they still nerfed the wind up time even more, which is legendary. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get at it, but I just wanted to share that with you. I think defending, by the way, not the AI, not tackling wise, but the marking improvements from what I've seen in just glimpses, I think that's going to make a major difference as well for those of you who will control your defender and then use second man press. You double tap R1 and then the opponent will take you on and you just can't do anything, or you actually finally defend well enough and stop them and they just play to the next player who just goes right at goal and there's nothing you can do. Well, with better AI marking, not defending, it will allow you when they make different passes to switch your defender and still have a chance when you switch your defender to, to actually make a play instead of, getting the ball kept away from you for a long time because it's so hard to get the ball right now in FC25. And then finally they play it to a player, and that player, now you have to do it all over again and all over again, and one team's just keeping the ball, right? So with better marking, you still have your smart or your second man press, but then if you're using your brain and marking better too and helping squash the threats and stuff, you're just going to get that much more time in the attack. So just a little side note, just a little tidbit there. I think dynamic shooting is going to be amazing. I think, like, not only with the green time shooting that players would glitch on, I kind of showed in my Discord how that happens. But all the other ones, the speed boost glitches, the first time through ball, all that being gone, I just feel like we're going to actually get a all about football first game where the skilled player is going to win without having to worry about any glitches or nonsense that other players utilize to beat them when they're much better. So I'm not going to ramble on too much longer. I could talk about this stuff all day. I couldn't be more excited about FC26, but the gameplay has been amazing in FC25, and I want to get to playing. So for those of you on stream, just give me a few minutes. For those of you watching this video, please like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. And as always, keep grinding, keep having fun. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure if you're interested, you check out my Discord. It is the first ever non-pro team that we are creating. And the Discord for $2.99 a month gets you everything to never be behind the 8 ball in FC again. So go to my Discord, OGamesFC. Check it out. Also, YouTube memberships available. Thank you so much. See you on the next one. And peace out. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and post that later, but for you who are on this stream, you basically got to see this video right now. What do you guys think of that snapshot? What up, Phil? What up, Owen? Yeah, Phil, it can be a lot, but we're going to get you straight, bro. We're going to get you straight. We'll go over that in our training session as well. Alright, so here we go. Excuse me. Alright, 1 second. Let me get this going. Where the fuck did that just go? There it is. Alright, let's get to it. Oh yeah, this is what I want to check. Alright, let's get rid of this. I don't think it's saved in the right order. It didn't, damn it. Son of a gun, boys, son of a gun. Sorry guys, give me 1 sec here. It's not real life football, but it's the football mind. Alright, that's not what we wanted there. What the funk stick did I just do? Alright, hold on. Fuck it, I'll just... restore them all. Whoa. Diddly bop, diddly bop. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here, and I have a special video for you today because we are going to talk about not just what's coming with FC26 in more of a fast-paced but very important changes will actually come. Now let me break the smoke and mirrors us with Alright, let me see this one. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here, and I have a special $100 for the Ultimate EA Sports. Alright, 1 second. So this is the biggest thing I've been saying again, right? What the hell? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here, and I have a special video. I just recorded this whole thing. I'm having technical difficulties. This should be good. Hold on. Let's see if we can continue to get some good goals. Wait, this should be it. God, I can't believe I did that, man. Genius. I'm a genius, guys. I'm a genius. There it is. I think I just got it. I'll tell you what I did in a sec. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Your top scorer is your top. Here it is. Free Roam Plus. We've done it yet. And as always, keep grinding, keep having fun. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure if you're... Perfect. Okay. So what I did was recorded that whole fucking video and then deleted it. Like a genius. But I got it back. All is well that ends well. Diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly boppily. Alright, now let's get in and play some football, boys and girls, if there's any girls in here too. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I love all that stuff. Dude, how much of this is like a dream come true, man? I have a great session last night, bro. One laggy game, but the rest was good. Just love precision shooting with my... Nice, Medema, nice. Hell yeah, bro. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, having fun and playing. And yeah, man, it's just like a dream come true when you see like... These rats are going to hate the new game. It's like I've been telling you guys. And then precision shooting. No more green time, which means no more... Phil, did you ever see that tool that I showed you on my Discord? It's crazy, isn't it? When you're holding your controller, if you're holding it right now, notice how quickly you can press your fingers against the back. So that's all they do. They add that little bumper, so it's like pressing the button with those back fingers. So with there's no moving your fingers. Your hands are in one place. You're moving with your left and right analog sticks, and then your back 4 fingers are bing, 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 quick as hell. Think about how quick that is. Bing, 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 bing. Everything's instant. Look how quickly you can move your 8 fingers. Sorry, there's 4 on each hand that are behind. So you have your top, your pointer fingers are on L1 and L2 and R1 and R2. Then you have your left thumb on your left analog, right thumb on right analog. Then you have 8 fingers behind the controller holding in place. Imagine the tips of those 8 fingers, 1 or 2 or however many, are on like what the fuck? Yeah, so if you think about it, sorry guys, I keep getting sidetracked. What's up, Simple Go? You think about how quickly you can press those buttons. So you got your fingers on those 4 fingers on your left and right hand on the fronts. Now what you'd have to do then to typically green time or shoot or do whatever is move your fingers, right? And press different commands. Green time, double press shoot, finesse L1 shoot, make your runs, whatever. You're moving your fingers around, those front four. And the back 8 essentially just hold the controller. Now imagine if all you're doing is moving with your left and your right controller and then your pinky finger. Let's just make it up. You just tap your pinky finger. Just barely, just tap it. Tap, 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 tap. They're going to essentially they're going to get everything done in a quickness where it's going to make like an unfair advantage. Let's put it that way. Hold on, let me answer this so I don't have to keep reading these messages and it keeps throwing my freaking groove off, guys. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Yeah, FC is 100% going in the right direction. And it's like AA9 Skills said. Do we have to believe them? No. Is it understandable that a lot of people are skeptical because every other year they've bullshitted us? Like FC5 acting like Hypermotion 7.0 along with realistic sweating and new cleats, or, you know, it was always just bullshit like that was just nonsense to get us to buy the game. But at the end of the day, though, the reason why we can actually trust them this year is because their pockets got hurt, and they know damn well that their pockets will go right back to being hurt if they screw us. So I'm going to do some editing on that snapshot video, but that's some good work from Foot Police. And stay tuned. You know, subscribe on whether it's X, Facebook, it could be any social media. Subscribe to Foot Sheriff or Foot Police. You don't have to subscribe more than one. If you want to, you can. But that's where I go for all my drops, all my early releases. Like, here's a new promo coming out on Friday, and it's Wednesday. But it gives you that head start to get rid of certain players, to buy certain players, right? All right. Did they give me a Footies card? Is that what I saw for EA Play? They did. See what we get here. Footies Team 3. I needed a right back. Please be good. Brazil. An icon. Oh my god. Cafu? Cafu! This could be huge. Or Carlos. Carlos Alberto! Dude, that is huge! Oh my goodness. Oh my, no, Owen, you put in work. Dude, this is huge, guys. Holy shit. Guys, that is huge. I'm talking huge. I'm talking huge. What a packing, boys and girls. That is a big one. And I'm good with my center back, so I'm actually going to play him right back. So let's go check Footbin right quick. And his nickname is Capita. So we come down here, and I think we can put in Capita, and it'll come up. Nope. Carlos Alberto. Carlos Alb. 98 rated. Yep. 595K at this point. So 600K, which is beastly, guys. Which is beastly. We'll keep that up just in case. That is huge, boys. That is huge. Yeah, back in the day it was cool without leaks, but now that they're out, you have to use them or you'll get burned because players will crash and you'll be so far behind. So unfortunately, it is what it is. I packed a Thierry Henry in here one time and I'm still waiting to pack. Then I packed a Koundé at the beginning when he was still worth a lot. But other than that, that Henry packing, that was in FIFA 22, that was huge. It was tradable Henry. You know, I got to change my whole team after that. Okay, so let's go to the club. What a pickup right there. What a pickup. Douglas Luiz is coming out. Finally, these are my two weaker points, too. This Dalglish was a huge disappointment, by the way. I did that SBC. I don't even have him. My sub-striker is Ratigi. Alright, so now we can get rid of... Alright. What's your pace? What are you looking like? I mean, you're damn near perfect. I'm going to go get him an engine. Oh, dude, Stanway's one of my favorites, bro. Stanway's one of my favorites. And then what's the girl? She's a black girl for PSG. Defensive center mid, or more of like a box-to-box, but she's a beast. Starts with a G, I think. Gioro. I love Oberdorf, Gioro, and Stanway. I love them all. Oberdorf, Gioro, and Stanway. By the way, my Putellas and my Claudia Pina have been amazing. And I don't know how to... It's not Claudia Pina, I don't think. It's Claudia Pina. The way it looks, but I could be wrong. I'm not Hispaniolic. Alright, so we want Ingiones. Yep, I knew it. Nice, Owen. Now, be honest. Did you put money in, or how'd you get them? Put the tip in FC25 let me see here. Let me go to this real quick and show you guys. Diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly. Whoa, whoa. Sweet. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Excuse me. Alright, so. Games. Tips. It would go right here under helpful tips. Go in here to helpful tips. You're a VIP, so you have access right here, VIP. Any helpful tips and tricks found here, from great camera angles to OP skill moves. Put, hey, if you want an OP team in FC25 for footies, you know, clap 3 times, do a double backflip, and then put $1,000 in, and you'll get it. And you can get any players you want, you know, whatever. I'm thinking about putting a squad building section in, but I kind of got that already with scouting players. Show off your best pulls. Alright, there it is. Okay, so I'll keep that all promo, only promos. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we'll keep it how it is, because then you can do a squad check. You can check your tactics, scouting players. So then you put your team here. You don't really necessarily need squad building, because that's under like squad checks and new promos and everything else. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that right. So I want that to be absolutely organized. Beaver Jones. I didn't pick her up, bro, but I got the other girl who's still sick, but she's a sub for me. Vicky whatever. Puteas, his teammate Puteas, and whatever her name is. Oh, I got more of these now. I didn't even play today yet. I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. We're getting there. Pretty soon we'll have Talisca, or I'll probably go Katarina Macario, but I don't really need her. I don't really need them, but we'll see. You never know. I gotta go see what that evolution I got's about. And then after the next round, you gotta go the broken Maguire every year over St. Just. I'm going Maguire. And then, man, I don't know. This one's tough. I wouldn't mind trying Marmouche just because he's like the new dog in town, you know. And we know Nunez can be dominant. And then, of course, you got the Adama. Remember at the beginning of the year, Wilson, one of the best strikers in the game. Mendy, one of the best left backs in the game. And then, of course, you got the 2 Bellinghams. And then, finally, last but not least, these 2 monsters. I don't know if I can make it 13 days. We'll have to see. Alright, hold to claim all, so I'll claim everything here. Then I should get some more today, or at least more SP or whatever, once I get my daily games played. Here, Owen, here in a bit, I'll definitely take a look. Okay, so 10 times 84. All right, great fodder. Great fodder. Great fodder. Birthday, left mid. Austrian, who the fuck's this? Oh, tradables. Tradables. Hell yeah, I'll take it. I love how they're making more tradable. What up, boom, 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 bang? So that Carlos Alberto was a huge packing. So remember the cups that the cup that I won yesterday. That's the preview of what tournaments are going to be like. So that's pretty cool. Let's put engine on them. Diddly boppily. What? Everyone else can see my gameplay. I wonder what happened. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't have it up. Thank you. Alright, so here we go, baby. We're ready to rumble. So, Puteas has been amazing. Claudio Pina was amazing. We dominated the cup yesterday. Now we got a sick right back. And oh my gosh. And they can also play center back. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Carlos Alberto, always a beast. So here we go. Let's get after it, boys and girls. Let's get after it. Friendly Cup. Friendlies. Ah, wrong thing. Dang it, I fat fingered it. Whoa, whoa. Diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly boppily, diddly whoa, whoa. Sweet whoa. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. I think this next team will have like Hullet and everybody in it. Carlos Alberto is my best pick so far. Like my player, like his Barbo is a SBC. Gervinho is a good packing, but Carlos Alberto probably edges him. The Dalglish SBC, I've never seen a worse version of Dalglish. Although the gameplay was terrible and it's been way better. Let's see if it continues being good, though. I swear they're not going to tell us, but with that update, just like how they put like tournaments to preview them, like this is a tournament, basically, but without the tournament screen and stuff. Dude, I have this feeling that this is going to be like a preview of the tournaments. All right, let's get right into it. No warm-up games. Oh my gosh, guys. It feels amazing. It feels amazing. Look at the reactions. Look how quickly I was at him. And just remember, no more tacklebacks next year either. No more. All the bullshit's going to be gone. Like, dude, I couldn't be more excited, guys. I forced that. Ah, you lucky. See, Hullet just be doing that shit. See, look, he's using the speed boost. See, that's how you know these losers. Like, bro, why? You're not going to be able to use it next year. Look at this. Look at that ball. What the hell? It didn't move my shot, or I didn't move it. I should have kept going. Thought he was going to. Beautiful D. Look at that by Chaka. Look at that. Oh, I'm knocking on the door. Look at this. Oh my God, how did he intercept that? It's so different now, boys. I'm telling you, they did some changes to this fucking game or something, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Those of you who've been following, can you tell the difference too? It's automatic. Do you see the quickness in my movements and shit? Bro, and this is the cups. This is the real deal players. This ain't like, oh, it's your second account, so you're playing the lower division guys because you're lower division. Oh, wow. I wanted to try to show you the reactions. I should have just shot it. Shame on me. Bombito's amazing. Dude, I'm having so much fun playing. I've been so busy because season's starting. You know, we're in preseason right now. Look at this. Look at this. I just feel unstoppable, guys. I feel unstoppable. I feel unstoppable. It's ridiculous that we ever had to deal with this shit, but we did. Oh, you lucky prick. Look at that. Fake. Like, dude, that's gone too. Those unrealistic passing angles are gone. This dude just praying. Praying for like, hoping and praying that I keep beating myself by being too complicated. But it's fun because I'm practicing, you know? Look at this shit. Look at this. I got to move my goalie there. That was cool. Alright, come on. See, these ratty players, this dude's going to be struggling in FC26. It's going to be amazing. Where's Bombito? Bring him up. Watch this. He wants the... I know what he wants. You guys know what he wants. He wants the glitch shot. Look at this. Look at this. This is what a barbell lives for, guys. This is what a barbell lives for. The quickness, guys. The quickness, dude. Oh, my God. I feel like a kid on Christmas Day, bro. I feel like a kid on Christmas Day. Yeah, all year, bro. All I wanted to do was play FC, but Phil and freaking... Boomfa, they kept making me play eFootball and UFL, which pisses me off, but now we're back, boys. So now we know Phil and Boomfa just were bullshitting the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. That's never happened. I wanted to explore, and, you know, let's be honest, FC sucked for a while. Like, it was still the best game, Owen's right, but it sucked enough to give the other games a chance, and then it made you more grateful, bro. Sometimes, like, you gotta realize what you have, like, you know, I mean, dude, I was so excited to play today because the gameplay was so good, and I was just hoping it wasn't a one-hit wonder. And then, boom, here we go. Ah. Look at that. I guess right where he's going. Oh! You guys like that little move at the end with the Barbo? I just wanted to see, like, my responsiveness, bro. Bro, and FC26 is going to be even more responsive. I'm telling you guys, dude. Call me crazy, but they fixed the servers, dude. I'm telling you. They just didn't... They didn't tell us. They rolled it out as a practice with this update. Just like they rolled out the tournaments. I'm telling you, this is... You guys can tell watching me that this is night and day. Wait till... The Champs is going to be the true test, and I'm kind of nervous because I don't want to give my hopes up. Because I feel like I've had this before where the game... Look at this. Dude, look at this. Ah! Got too lackadaisical. The gameplay felt amazing for a couple of days, and then it disappeared like... And by the way, that Lampard card is sick. And that's the other thing. People are all worried about, like, all these marquee cards. I love getting the legends that are playable now. And hopefully they start doing better with that, making the legends more true to life. Because an unplayable Scholesy card and an unplayable Keane and Gattuso is crazy. But now I want to give Dalglish a try now that I'm not lagging. Because I almost made that mistake with Hullet, too. Look at that. Look at that. I'm switching my player locks. That's my famous move. Ah. Essentially making dummy runs. Look at this. Alvarez moving like Hullet. Alvarez is the Mexican Hullet, boys. Look at this. Oh, look at the movement. Oh, better pass, though. Bravo. Ah. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Now I'm just having fun, too. Now I'm just having fun. You can do so much shit now. Come on, bro. You think that little weak-ass shit's gonna beat me? Holy shit. He knows I toyed. I don't know why he didn't quit. How did he get that through me? Oh, I didn't even look at any evolutions yet. I'll go check them out. Oh, and good call. I'll go check them out right now. Man, is this how good it feels for all you guys now, too? Let's go check them out. Evoluciones. Was that Karachi? Who was that? Kerchawi, yeah. Footy's excellence. Wait, what does this do? Make your favorite player shine. Oh. We're going to turn Puteas into it. Kenzie, girl! Kenzie! Sorry, guys, for screaming. 1 sec. Alright, so what else we got here? Welcome to... Go ahead and shut that. I'm live. I'm live. I don't want that dog barking. Here, I got it. He smells good. It has new soap. Daughter's taking responsibility, giving the puppy bath and stuff. Just evolutions. Okay, hold on. So let me... Oh, Tiki-Taka Plus. I wouldn't mind having that on my center back, bro. Wait, can I do intercept? No. I'm going to give my center back Tiki-Taka Plus, bro, I swear. Why not, dude? A passing center back. Alright, so let's check out evolutions. Which one? $50,000 coin one? This one? The Bulldozer. What do you mean the one on the left? They're all on the left. $99, $93. So plus in everything. So you got who is the MVP one? Not that one. Aim assist. Damn, bro, I could turn all these players into monsters. Attacking play style plus. Finesse shot. Tiki taka. So this one's for an attacking player. I'm gonna do that one. Shipbuilder. MVP. How many coins do I have? Damn, I complete a lot. Look at that. Oh, I can do the two of them, guys. I can do a 50K one, but there's also an MVP free one, too. Dude, and then look at this. I just got all this. We're flying, boys. We're flying. Nice. A new little kit. You gotta love that. I'm wearing that Futures kit, bro. You better believe that. Diddly whoa. Sweet whoa. Diddly Who do we get today? Who's this player? Alessandro. Dude, I could probably turn that Alessandro into a 6'2". He has everything. I could probably turn that Alessandro into a beast with, if I didn't want that Romero. And I might do it, because look at this. Defender plus plus. I might do it if I win all 4 games. Do the MVP one. I'm going to go look real quick 1 sec after I open up my fodder. Yeah, I'll do the 50K one on Bombito because it's a defensive one. Then the MVP one, I'll look at what it gives you. I think it's just an all-around boost for anybody. Man, FC's back, guys. I can't wait. If you're new to this channel, join my Discord. $3 a month, and you will have everything you need to succeed in FC26. The team building, the squad building, knowing what cards to stack up on, what kits to stack up on, what consumables, what players to buy and stack up so you can earn coins quick, what players to sell before they crash, doing squad checks, make sure you have the best squad every week. Little tips and tricks. It doesn't matter if it's rivals, whatever division you're in, champs, challengers, events, tournaments, all of it. Showing off all your packs, of course. Place to watch all the real life games. Stay tuned. Staying tuned to like the players of the week, which apparently I think they're doing something. They're doing something with draft, and Double A9 knows it, and he didn't say it. He came close, but like the player of the week, the biggest thing is after like the first month they become null and void, and I think they're like gonna do something to change that. So it's becomes like when we watch the games now, it's like, dude, if so and so wins and gets in the player of the week, he's gonna be broken because like they're gonna make him viable, and they're gonna do a slower raise in the power curve, which means and also less promos. So when you pack big players, it's gonna mean more, right? That's huge, by the way. And for all you guys who had that FOMO, like, I'm missing out, I'm not getting anything, I'm missing so many promos or whatever, now that should help alleviate some of that. Because they increased those tenfold over the last couple of years, and it wasn't well received. You would think it would be, but it's not. Yeah, Champs is going to be fun for sure. Fleet Protector. Damn, I could get Tamori in there, but I love Edson Alvarez. All right. Bombito. Valiant Vita. Nemanja Vidic obviously is who this is after. You got to get it since I'm a Man U fan. I mean, come on. Vidic is a legend. Bombito Vidicio is now going to go to unstoppable levels. Good. I want to make sure I don't accidentally use coins again like last time. Okay. Now, let's go look at that MVP one real quick. If you don't have coins, check this one out. Well, you guys should check all these out, but this one looks good. So it's 95 overall is the highest, and it increases your technical reactions, finesse shot, tiki-taka, so it's more attacking. Low-driven shot. Wow, low-driven plus. Okay, what attacking? Maybe this Griezmann, guys. Griezmann or Martinez? He only can play striker. This Dunn card might not be a bad idea because she can play winger and shit too. For Gervinho. Smith. Alright, let's go with this Griezmann. See what he would turn into. It's not even that good. I mean, it's decent, but okay. Alright. We got it. Alright. Let's go get into this friendly cup again. 1-0, baby. 1-0. Alright. Buteas. Believe it or not, on the field, these two, I mix them up. Here we go. She's playing with her puppy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Nope, I'm not going to go into that game yet. You know I got to do this, boys. You know I got to do it. You know we got to look fresh and clean right when we can look fresh and clean. That kid just got, whoever I was just about to play just got saved. Save my life, I'm going down for the last time. Alright. Sorry, alright, so... Oh, there it was. Yeah, we're gonna go Futures Kid. I think I had a white one, too, no? Origins... Save my life, I'm going down for the lifetime. Alright, so where am I? Yellow, black, yellow. Let's go with this pink. Wait, wasn't there a ball too? You know you gotta get. Oh no! What the fuck, guys? Sorry. I'm half out of it, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. And this one, I went with that purplish. That's kind of dope too, though. What was that? Perfect. The goalkeeper kit should have been the away kit. That white and green looks sick. Oh. It's the ball. Pretty soon we're going to do this all over again, boys. When we get to... Oh, no, these green ones blend in with the grass way too much, dude. Way too much. I don't know what they were thinking with that. See, I'm a black and red type of guy. Man U style. You can throw a little white in there, but the green and black hit hard on NFC for sure. Yeah, Owen, I'll for sure check after this cup, for sure. It's on. Did you put it on Discord? Put it on FC25 Discord. You probably already did, eh? I don't see it on here. Alright, here we go. Come on, boys and girls. Another big game. Ajax. I don't even care about his team. Let's just play. Oh, crap. Why didn't he come too? Good try. Nice try, bitch. Look at that. Ah, wrong one. Oh, you got lucky. See, dude? That's what these losers will use. Ha ha! How'd you like that? Bombiti, babiti. Bullshit. Dude, see, he's doing... So these type of players are not going to last in FC. So in case you're not noticing yet, this loser... So again, he's got a couple months for it. So just remember, just bask in it. He's got his green time, and he goes for his same angles every single time. And it's not lagging like to where I can't deal with it, but it's definitely lagging. It's always the rats. It's always the rats, but it's not like terrible. It's just not as good as the last game. You can probably kind of see it. See how bad he is? He don't know what he's doing, baby. And now I'm pressing his ass. So now when he tries for the tackle backs and all that and tries to get space, I'm going to be right on him. But I can deal with this type of lag, bro. I can deal with this type of glitchy shit. Look at the slow motion movement now, guys. Isn't that crazy how it changes? Always the rats, though. Of course, see, losing the ball like fucking typical. Look at this. What am I supposed to do there with the delay? So that's where it's the players that cause it for sure, without a doubt. Some of these. Look, he just wanted to tackle back. Look at this. All right, I have half a mind to just quit right now. It's fucking bullshit. Cause you hate like as a competitor, you just hate these type of losers that you know are terrible, and you know they know what's going on. You know without a doubt that this type of loser is causing this shit, without a doubt. Just from the difference in the game. Look at the glitchiness. Look how bad he is at defending if I can even get the ball to move. Notice I had to wait till I had like a kickoff to get space. You can't act like these players. Let's see his name. I bet you it's some bullshit. You can't tell me these players don't know what's going on, bro. You can't tell me that this ain't some rat bullshit. Similar to the player who kicked me out after I beat him in that tournament. Look at that. Oh no, dude, the fucking delay, guys. So if you're wondering, like, when you aim your precision shot, dude, it's so hard to keep it at that one spot, and that beautiful ball gets screwed once again because of fucking delay, dude. Yeah, this player is dog shit, dude. Beautiful ball. Beautiful run by Chaka. Never again. Never again. Never again after this year. They better never let these losers pull this shit again. Look at this. Ha ha ha. Skill prevails, you pussies. Not you guys. I love you guys. Ha ha ha. These rat pussies. These rat little losers. Oh my god, dude. Never again after this year. You little tackleback losers. Look, they all do that same shit. Do you ever notice that? It's always the same shit. It's hilarious. Ha 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 ha! Look at this. Look at this. Oh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? It didn't register my touch. Look, the same bullshit. They do that little shit because they know you can't tackle it. They know you can't tackle it. It's just that little glitchy run. See that touch my players are taking? I'm taking my finger off sprint, but it's not registering it in time, dude. That's crazy talk. Oh my god, he's so lucky, the delay. Bombito stared at his run for an hour before he did it. Look how bad this dude is. Skill prevails, baby. Skill will prevail. Look at this. He was able to fucking... Look, he was going for the glitch shot, too. Oh my god, can you believe these fucks? Look how bad he is. Imagine if I was playing him with the reactions from the last two games. You didn't see that run, did you, pussy boy? And then she left the ball. That was hilarious. Eat my balls. Hey, dude, I should do the video on that last game in this one. I gotta remember this. Let me look at the time. An hour and 39. For any of the doubters out there that still doubt it, despite everybody talking about it, despite Boris... Oh my god. I didn't want to do another react. I just had done one with Boris Legend, but... Boris played FC26. He just talked about this. And I didn't know. and I talked about it in the Discord a little bit, but green time shooting, part of why I was removed, he's like, it took me years to master it, but I do get it. It was removed because every 3 games, there's just like a different feeling, so players can't utilize it. Other players have a huge advantage, so they removed it partly same reason like how I'm having problems with precision, where I'll aim and then like the movement's delayed. It's the same thing with green time shooting. Because if your buttons are delayed, how are you ever going to get green time? You're not. You're going to red everything. It's going to mess it up. So that's a huge win with delay, dude. I'm going to take it all day long. Sent it in the FC25 chat as well. Here, I'm going to go check it out right now. Let's take a look at Owen's team. Owen put $1,000 in. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. All right. Where are the attackers? Ginola, and then the other one. Ginola, and then the SBC I didn't do, the Chelsea striker. Stanway and Oberdorf. No, that's not Oberdorf. That's England. Oh, that's Williams, right? Williamson or Williams. Then the Caterino or whatever. No, that's James on the right. The left. I don't know who. Is that, what's her name? I forgot the left mid. I forgot her name, but she's a beast too. Your left back, I'm not sure. Right back is the hero. What's her name? I forgot her name too. Van Dijk. So he finished the team pass, and then I forgot the Arsenal. Oxfield, Moy, whatever. I don't know. How's that Ginola up top? I forgot a lot of the names. You'll have to fill them in, but that's a sick team. How's that Ginola, bro? I forgot a lot of the names, but sick team for sure. Oh, you put in the squad checks. Hell yeah. Sorry, buddy. I didn't realize you did that. Give this bad boy a... I forgot the names. Do you like that Ginola card, bro? I didn't show you guys this. I'll show you guys now. This is what I saw. I forgot the names, but the hero, and then all the girls who got boosted up from England. This is Stanway, the Bayern Munich Beast CDM. This is that Williams card. That's typically lower cost. Reese's sister was that Lauren James. Forgot her name, but I used to love her as a cut-in player. There's a couple of them. That Man City left mid. Forgot her name. Is that Bronze over on the left? Is that Lucy Bronze? And this is at Mayfield Moy or whatever, I think. I forgot. That's the girl who I didn't do. I did the Spain player that was on Barcelona. And then obviously Ginola and Van Dijk from the team pass. But he didn't put no other team pass players in. No other team pass players. Nice. Alright. So I'm getting waved down, guys. I got to go to training. But I'm going to be back to finish later. But damn it, I can't even finish my dailies. I'm going to play one more. Screw it. I got one more in me. Huge comeback in a laggy game. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And think about all those rats. They can't even win right now. How are they gonna win? How are they gonna win next year? Or when they do win, it's barely. What's he doing? Checking who I am? Oh, yeah. No, we're not playing this Tanish Babar. Fuck that. He's got rat written all over him. UFL got another. Oh, yeah, they fixed their passing. How funny is that? Look at this. It just keeps doing. So I'll wait to play later, dude. Screw that. Screw that. Screw playing Tanish back bar. I feel like that was a rat waiting up. Look, let's look at him. Let's look. UFL 1 hour. eFootball lesson 1 hour. Tanishk Bakbar. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Alright. So we'll finish that later. What do I got? How many friendlies? Or how long do I have to complete that? So you don't want any other the other players, Owen, from the 20 hours, dude. And from now till Sunday, I got nothing but this. Well, I got 2 training sessions. I got to go coach. Actually, guys, should I just tell my players that I'm hurt? I can't run coach. I mean, they don't really need to train, do they? I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Just like I would never cancel on you guys. Me and Phil got a training session Saturday. Owen backed out on us, I guess. When he came back, he decided he was too cool for school. But training session Saturday night, I cannot wait. Phil's going to be a beast at FC, I know it. He's going to be a beast. Is he still in here, Phil? You still in here? Alright, there's a fodder. So, yep, I'll be on after training. You guys enjoy your day. I'll be back on, and then we will get to it. Who friended me this time? Cosmic. Let me see that last player I played. Let me see something. $1,700 hours. That dude I just beat has played 1,700 hours. Guys, what in the cool stick? 4 hours of eFootball, 1 hour of UFL. That means, hey, this game sucks. 744 hours. 1,744 hours. That's crazy, boys. Not your buddy guy. Who shot you? Mata. This dude's a rat. I know for a fact. I remember the name. Because I was like, Juan Mata? Alright, Phil, dude, I can't wait for our session. Maybe tonight. You're off tonight, bro? Maybe we'll get something in tonight. I don't want to promise it. Let's keep it for Saturday, but when I get back, let's see about that, okay, bro? And if you want to wait, you obviously you're the boss. But I'm going to go train some little shitheads, and then I will be back later, dude. You guys are the best ever. If you're new to this, you stumbled upon this, please like. Please subscribe. I know it was a shorter one, but I will be back. And stay tuned. I'm going to chop and edit the snapshot for FC26 and add some bonus stuff in there, too, that I want you guys to see. Some comments that really show you a lot. There's some changes in draft. There's some changes to players of the week, things like that. No more foot playoffs, by the way. You're just by your division, champs, challengers. There's a lot. Revamped rewards, revamped. I got a lot more. That was a little snapshot there. I'll add some more tidbits in there just to make it worth your while. And thank you as always. I will catch you after training. Peace out.